Hey everyone, welcome back. Just before we start, it's a fun idea if you type in where you're listening from. Thanks, like and subscribe, and let's get this started. I sit at my office desk, buried in paperwork. The hum of computers and the soft murmur of conversations fill the air. My phone buzzes with another pointless email. I sigh, longing for a break. The door swings open, and Jake strides in. His smirk is enough to put me on edge. "So, Cuckold," Jake says, his voice dripping with mockery. "While you're here warming your seat, I saw your cheating wife entering a hotel with some bastard who had a firm grip on her ass." The words hit me like a punch. My mind races trying to process what he just said. Lisa? Cheating? My heart pounds. Anger and disbelief flood my senses. Jake's eyes gleam with satisfaction as he watches my reaction. I want to wipe that smirk off his face. "You're lying," I manage to say, my voice trembling. Jake laughs, a harsh, mocking sound. "Go see for yourself," he taunts, tossing a set of car keys on my desk. "Hotel Plaza, room 214. You'll find your answer there." I grab the keys, my hands shaking. Without a word, I rush out of the office, ignoring the curious stares of my colleagues. The drive to the hotel is a blur. My mind replays Jake's words over and over. Lisa and I have been married for 10 years. We live a comfortable life in the suburbs. Sure, things have been strained lately, but I never imagined this. I pull into the hotel parking lot and spot Lisa's car. My heart sinks. Maybe Jake was right. I park and make my way inside, trying to stay calm. The hotel lobby is quiet, almost serene, in stark contrast to the turmoil inside me. I ask the receptionist for room 214, pretending to be a guest. I reach the door and hesitate. My heart pounds in my chest. Taking a deep breath, I knock. Muffled voices stop, and I hear footsteps. The door opens, revealing Lisa. Her eyes widen in shock, guilt written all over her face. Behind her, a man stands, looking defensive. Rage consumes me. "David, what are you doing here?" Lisa stammers. "I should ask you the same thing," I spit out, glaring at the man. "Who the hell is this?" "Calm down, David," Lisa pleads. "I can explain." "Explain what? How you lied to me? How you betrayed me?" My voice rises, echoing in the hallway. Passers-by glance our way, sensing the tension. "Please, let's talk about this somewhere else," Lisa says, her voice breaking. "There's nothing to talk about," I say, my anger boiling over. "We're done." I turn and walk away, ignoring her desperate calls. The drive home is a blur. My mind races with thoughts of revenge and justice. This isn't over. I'll make sure they both pay for this betrayal. Back home, I sit in the darkness of my living room, my thoughts consumed by what just happened. Everything seemed ordinary this morning, but Jake's words have completely shattered my world. I decide to confront Lisa and her lover, determined to get the answers I need and unleash my revenge. This is only the beginning. I rush out of the office, heart pounding. The drive to the hotel is a blur of traffic lights and honking cars. My mind races, grappling with Jake's words. How could Lisa do this? I need to see for myself, confirm the betrayal with my own eyes. I pull into the hotel parking lot, my stomach churning. Lisa's car is parked near the entrance. My hands shake as I kill the engine. I take a deep breath, trying to steady myself. The thought of confronting her fills me with both dread and determination. I step into the hotel lobby, the air cool and sterile. I approach the receptionist, forcing a casual tone. "Hi, I'm meeting someone in room 214. Could you direct me?" The receptionist barely glances up. "Take the elevator to the second floor, sir." I nod, my heart pounding in my ears. The elevator ride is agonizingly slow. I watch the numbers climb, each one tightening the knot in my stomach. When the doors open, I step out and head down the hallway, my steps echoing in the quiet corridor. Room 2114. I stand in front of the door, my fist poised to knock. My breath catches in my throat. This is it. I knock, and for a moment, there's silence. Then, footsteps approach. The door swings open, revealing Lisa. Her eyes widen in shock and guilt. She's wearing a robe, her hair tousled. "David," she stammers, her voice a whisper. "Who's in there with you?" I demand, my voice trembling with anger. Lisa steps back, and a man appears behind her. He's tall, well-built, with a smug expression that makes my blood boil. I recognize him. It's Jake. Of course, it's Jake. "You bastard," I hiss, stepping forward. "You couldn't just torment me at work. You had to take it to my home, too." Jake smirks. "Calm down, David. Let's talk like adults." "Talk?" I shout. "You want to talk after screwing my wife?" "Please, David," Lisa pleads, tears welling in her eyes. "It's not what you think." "Not what I think," I echo, my voice rising. "I think you've been lying to me, betraying me, and now I find you here with him?" She reaches for me, but I step back, my anger boiling over. "We're done, Lisa. You and I are finished." I turn and storm out, ignoring her sobs. I can't believe this is happening. The drive home is a blur. My mind is a storm of rage and pain. How could she do this to me? I trusted her. We've been married for 10 years. We have a life together. Back home, I collapse onto the couch, my mind spinning. The image of Lisa and Jake burns in my mind. I need to do something. I need to make them pay. The next morning, I hire a private investigator. I want proof, something I can use to confront them. The investigator is a grizzled man named Frank, with a reputation for getting results. "I need you to follow my wife," I tell him. "I want evidence of her affair." Frank nods, jotting down notes. "I'll take care of it. You'll have your proof." Days pass in a haze. I go through the motions at work, avoiding Jake as much as possible. I don't trust myself not to punch him. My nights are sleepless, filled with nightmares of Lisa and Jake together. My mind conjures images of them, twisted and distorted, feeding my anger. A week later, Frank calls. "I've got what you need. Meet me at my office." I drive to his office, my heart racing. Frank hands me a folder. Inside are photos of Lisa and Jake, entering hotels, having dinner, even kissing in the park. My stomach turns. The betrayal is real, undeniable. I take the evidence home, staring at the photos for hours. My mind races with thoughts of revenge. I want to expose them, humiliate them, but I need to be smart about it. I need to plan. I confront Lisa that night. I lay the photos on the table, watching her face crumble. "David, I can explain," she starts, but I cut her off. "There's nothing to explain, Lisa. I have all the proof I need. How long has this been going on?" She sobs, burying her face in her hands. "A year. It's been a year." A year. My chest tightens. How did I not see this? I trusted her, loved her. Now all I feel is anger and betrayal. "Why?" I ask, my voice breaking. "Why did you do it?" She looks up, tears streaming down her face. "We've been drifting apart, David. You're always working, always distant. I needed someone. Jake was there. Jake was there to manipulate and use you," I snap. "And you let him." She doesn't respond, just sobs harder. I feel a pang of sadness, but push it aside. I can't afford to be weak now. I need to stay focused. "I'm divorcing you, Lisa," I say, my voice cold. "And I'm going to make sure Jake pays for this." She looks at me, panic in her eyes. "David, please. We can work through this. We can go to counseling." "No," I say firmly. "It's too late for that." I leave her there sobbing. The next day I contact a lawyer. I want a divorce and I want it fast. I also want to press charges against Jake for harassment and defamation. The legal battles begin, and they are draining. Lisa tries to reach out to me, begging for forgiveness. But I ignore her. I can't go back. Not after this. The company event is looming. It's the perfect opportunity to expose Jake. I gather all the evidence, planning my move. The night of the event, I stand in front of the mirror, adjusting my tie. I feel a mix of anticipation and dread. This is it, the moment of reckoning. The event is in full swing when I arrive. Colleagues mingle, sipping drinks and chatting. I spot Jake across the room, laughing with a group. My blood boils. I make my way over, gripping the folder of evidence. "Jake," I say, my voice loud enough to draw attention. He turns, his smile fading. "David, what are you doing?" he asks, trying to sound casual. "I'm here to expose you," I say, holding up the folder. "You've been having an affair with my wife, and I have all the proof right here." Gasps ripple through the crowd. Jake's face turns red. "This is ridiculous," he stammers. "You're making a scene." "Am I?" I open the folder, showing the photos. "This is you and Lisa sneaking around like cowards." The crowd murmurs, eyes widening as they see the evidence. Jake looks around, panic in his eyes. "David, we can talk about this privately." "No," I say firmly. "Everyone needs to know what kind of person you are." Lisa appears, her face pale. "David, please," she begs. "Don't do this." "It's already done," I say coldly. "You made your choices. Now face the consequences." Jake tries to defend himself, but the evidence is too damning. His reputation crumbles before my eyes. Colleagues whisper, glaring at him. The humiliation is palpable. I feel a twisted sense of satisfaction. Lisa runs out of the event, tears streaming down her face. Jake follows, but it's too late. The damage is done. I stand there, the folder in my hands, feeling a mix of triumph and emptiness. The next day, I file for divorce. Lisa loses her job, and Jake's reputation is in ruins. The legal battles continue, but I persist. I need to see this through. I need justice. Months pass. The court cases drag on, draining my energy. Lisa tries to reach out, but I ignore her. I focus on my own healing, on rebuilding my life. The nights are still sleepless, but the anger slowly fades. I start to see a future beyond the betrayal. One day I meet someone new. Her name is Emily. She's kind, understanding. We take things slow, cautious. The past haunts me, but I'm determined to move forward. The court cases conclude in my favor. Jake is fired, and Lisa is left with nothing. I feel a sense of closure, a weight lifted off my shoulders. I reflect on how the ordeal has changed me. I've become stronger, more resilient. The trauma lingers, but I'm learning to move forward. I look back on the events that shattered my life and how I rebuilt it piece by piece. The pain and betrayal, the fight for justice, and the journey to healing. I embrace the uncertainty of the future, ready for whatever comes next. I've learned to trust myself and to never let anyone undermine my worth again. As I walk into the sunset, I carry the lessons of my past in the hope of a brighter tomorrow. This is my story, my journey, and it's only just beginning. I sit at my kitchen table, staring at the divorce papers. My lawyer tells me it's a solid case, especially with the evidence I have. But it doesn't make it any easier. The thought of ending 10 years of marriage feels like a dagger in my chest. I sign the papers, my hand trembling. There's no turning back now. The next step is confronting Jake at work. I avoid him, but it's hard when we're in the same office. I bide my time, waiting for the right moment. My chance comes during a team meeting. I stand up, holding the folder of evidence, and face him. "Jake, we need to talk," I say, my voice steady. He looks up, feigning innocence. "What about, David?" I slap the folder on the table. "About this." The room goes silent as everyone turns to look. Jake's face pales. "David, this isn't the place." "It's exactly the place," I interrupt. "You've been harassing me for years, and now you've slept with my wife. It's time everyone knows who you really are." I open the folder, spreading the photos on the table. Gasps fill the room. Jake tries to grab the photos, but I push him away. "Don't touch them." Our boss, Mr. Wilson, steps forward, his face stern. "David, what is this?" "It's proof," I say, my voice shaking with anger. "Proof that Jake has been having an affair with my wife and harassing me at work." Mr. Wilson examines the photos, his expression darkening. "Jake, my office, now." Jake tries to protest, but Mr. Wilson silences him with a glare. He turns to me. "David, I'm sorry you had to go through this. We'll handle it." As Jake is led away, I feel a sense of victory, but it's short-lived. The reality of my broken marriage and the upcoming legal battles hits me hard. I leave work early, needing time to think. I drive aimlessly, my mind a whirlwind of thoughts. How did it come to this? Was there something I missed, some sign that Lisa was unhappy? The questions gnaw at me, but I have no answers. Days turn into weeks. The divorce proceedings are brutal. Lisa's lawyer fights hard, trying to discredit me and downplay her infidelity. But the evidence is damning. The photos, the investigators report, even text messages. I stay strong, knowing I need to see this through. One night Lisa calls. I hesitate, then answer. David, please, can we talk? She asks, her voice trembling. There's nothing to talk about, I say, keeping my voice cold. Please, I'm begging you. Just one conversation. I agree, if only to get closure. We meet at a quiet cafe. She looks tired, her eyes red from crying. David, I'm sorry, she says, tears spilling down her cheeks. I never meant for this to happen. But it did, I reply, my voice hard. You betrayed me. I know, she sobs. I was lonely and Jake. He was there. I made a terrible mistake. I want to yell at her, to make her feel the pain she's caused. But I hold back. It's too late, Lisa. The damage is done. She reaches across the table, her hand trembling. Can't we try to fix this? I pull my hand away. No, I can't trust you anymore. We sit in silence, the weight of our failed marriage hanging between us. Finally, she stands to leave. I'm sorry, David. I hope you can find it in your heart to forgive me someday. I watch her go, feeling a mix of sadness and relief. This chapter of my life is over. It's time to move on. The next day at work, Mr. Wilson calls me into his office. David, I wanted to let you know that we've terminated Jake. His behavior was unacceptable and we won't tolerate it. I nod, feeling a sense of closure. Thank you, sir. As I leave his office, I feel a weight lift off my shoulders. Jake is gone, Lisa is out of my life, and I can finally start to heal. Weeks pass. I focus on work, trying to rebuild my life. One evening, as I'm leaving the office, I run into Emily. She's a new hire, bright and cheerful, with a smile that lights up the room. Hi, David, she says, her voice warm. How are you? I smile back, feeling a flicker of hope. I'm good, thanks. How about you? We chat for a while, and I find myself drawn to her positivity. She suggests grabbing a coffee sometime, and I agree. It feels good to connect with someone new, to feel a spark of something that's been missing. Our coffee dates turn into dinners, and soon we're spending more time together. Emily is kind, understanding, and patient. She knows about my past, but she doesn't judge. She helps me see that there's life beyond the betrayal, that I can be happy again. One evening, we're at her place, sharing a bottle of wine. The mood is light, and we're laughing about something silly. She leans in, her eyes sparkling. David, I really like you. I feel my heart race. I like you too, Emily. She kisses me, soft and tender. It's a kiss that feels like a promise, a new beginning. We move to the bedroom, our movements slow and deliberate. The intimacy is different, not just physical but emotional. It's a connection that feels real, healing. Afterward, we lie in each other's arms, the world outside forgotten. I realize that I've found something special, something worth holding on to. Emily is my future, and I'm ready to embrace it. The divorce finalizes, and I feel a sense of closure. The legal battles are over, and I can finally move on. I continue to see Emily, our relationship growing stronger every day. She's my anchor, my source of strength. But life has a way of throwing curveballs. One day I receive a letter from Lisa. She's moved to another city, trying to start over. She asked for my forgiveness, hoping we can be friends someday. I read the letter, feeling a mix of emotions. Part of me wants to forget her, to erase the pain she caused. But another part of me understands that forgiveness is part of healing. I decide to write back, offering her my forgiveness and wishing her well. It's a small step, but it feels right. Forgiving Lisa doesn't mean forgetting, but it means letting go of the anger and bitterness. It's a step towards healing, towards a future that's no longer defined by betrayal. I focus on my relationship with Emily, on building a new life together. We move in together, taking things one day at a time. The past is still there, but it no longer controls me. I've learned to trust again, to open my heart. One evening, Emily and I are sitting on the couch talking about our future. She mentions wanting to travel, to see the world together. I smile, feeling excited for the first time in a long while. Where should we go first? I ask. She grins, her eyes lighting up. How about Paris? It's the city of love, after all. I laugh, pulling her close. Paris it is. As we plan our trip, I feel a sense of hope and excitement. The future is bright, full of possibilities. I've come a long way from the man I was, broken and betrayed. I've found strength in myself and love in Emily. The road ahead isn't always clear, but I know I'm not alone. Emily is by my side, and together we can face whatever comes our way. This is my new beginning, my chance to build a life filled with love and happiness. And so, as we embark on this new journey, I carry the lessons of my past in the hope of a brighter tomorrow. This is my story, my journey, and it's only just beginning. I sit across from my lawyer, feeling a mix of dread and determination. The courtroom is cold, sterile, the air thick with tension. This trial is the culmination of everything. My divorce from Lisa, the charges against Jake for harassment and defamation, it all comes down to this. I need to stay focused. My lawyer, Mark, leans in. David, remember to stay calm. We have strong evidence. Just tell the truth. I nod, trying to steady my nerves. The doors open, and Lisa walks in with her lawyer. She looks exhausted, her eyes avoiding mine. Jake follows, his expression defiant. Seeing them together reignites my anger, but I push it down. I need to be composed, for my own sake. The judge calls the court to order. The first few hours are a blur of legal jargon and testimonies. Lisa's lawyer tries to paint me as a neglectful husband, someone who drove Lisa to her affair. I sit there, biting my tongue, waiting for my turn. Finally, it's my time on the stand. I take a deep breath, focusing on Mark's reassuring nod. I recount the events, from discovering the affair to gathering evidence. I show the photos, the messages, everything. The courtroom is silent, the tension palpable. Lisa's lawyer stands. Mr. David, would you say you were aware of your wife's dissatisfaction in the marriage? I grit my teeth. No! If she was unhappy, she never communicated it to me. We could have worked on it together. But you were often absent, correct? Long hours at work? Yes, but I was doing it for us, for our future. And you never suspected anything? No, I say firmly. I trusted her. Lisa's lawyer presses, but I hold my ground. I refuse to be painted as the villain. My lawyer steps in, redirecting the focus to Jake's harassment. We present the evidence, emails, and witnesses from work. Jake squirms in his seat, his confidence waning. The tension in the room builds as the judge reviews the evidence. My heart pounds. This is it, the culmination of everything. I glance at Lisa, her face a mask of regret. Jake looks pale, his bravado slipping. The judge finally speaks. Based on the evidence presented, I find in favor of the plaintiff. Mr. Jake is found guilty of harassment and defamation. As for the divorce, it is granted on the grounds of infidelity. Relief floods over me. I did it. I won. Jake's face twists in anger as he's led away. Lisa looks at me, tears in her eyes. I feel a pang of sympathy but push it aside. It's over. After the trial, I step outside, the cool air hitting my face. Emily is waiting, her smile a beacon of warmth. I walk to her, feeling the weight lift off my shoulders. You did it, she says, wrapping her arms around me. We did it, I reply, holding her close. Her presence is a soothing balm to my frayed nerves. That night, we celebrated her apartment. The tension and stress of the trial melt away as we share a bottle of wine. Emily's laughter fills the room, and for the first time in months, I feel truly happy. We talk about our future, our plans. The darkness of the past seems to fade in her light. As the night deepens, our conversation turns more intimate. She moves closer, her touch sending shivers down my spine. David, she whispers, her breath warm against my ear. I'm so proud of you. I pull her into a kiss, slow and deep. The world outside disappears. We move to the bedroom, our clothes falling away. The connection between us is electric, a mixture of love and passion that overwhelms me. We make love, slow and tender at first, then more urgent, our bodies moving in sync. Afterward, we lie together, her head on my chest. I stroke her hair, feeling a peace I haven't felt in years. Thank you, Emily, I whisper, for everything. She looks up at me, her eyes filled with love. You deserve happiness, David, and I'm here to share it with you. The next few weeks fly by. The aftermath of the trial is intense. I deal with the fallout at work, the whispers and stares, but it's easier now that Jake is gone. The company supports me, recognizing the harassment I endured. It feels good to have justice, to see Jake suffer the consequences of his actions. Lisa tries to reach out a few times, but I keep my distance. I need to move forward, to build a new life without her. Emily is my anchor, helping me navigate the turbulent waters of my new reality. One evening, Emily and I decide to take a weekend trip to a cabin in the mountains. It's a chance to escape, to breathe. The cabin is cozy, nestled among tall trees, the air fresh and crisp. We spend our days hiking, exploring the wilderness, and our nights by the fire, talking about everything and nothing. One night, as we sit by the fire, Emily turns to me. "David, there's something I've been wanting to tell you." I feel a pang of anxiety. "What is it?" She takes a deep breath. "I love you. I've loved you for a while now, and I needed you to know." My heart swells. "I love you too, Emily, more than I can express." She smiles, a tear slipping down her cheek. We kiss, slow and sweet, the fire crackling beside us. In that moment, I know that despite everything, I found something beautiful. Emily is my future, my hope. As we lie together, the warmth of the fire wrapping around us, I think about the journey that brought me here. The pain, the betrayal, the fight for justice. It shaped me, made me stronger. I've learned to trust again, to open my heart. Emily's love is a beacon, guiding me through the darkness. The next morning, we wake to a blanket of snow covering the ground. The world is transformed, pristine and beautiful. We decide to go for a walk, the crunch of snow under our boots, the air crisp and clear. It feels like a new beginning, a fresh start. Emily slips her hand into mine as we walk. "I can't wait to see what the future holds for us," she says, her eyes sparkling with excitement. "Me too," I reply, feeling a surge of hope. The future's bright, full of possibilities. We have plans, dreams, a life to build together. I've come a long way from the man I was, broken and betrayed. Now I'm stronger, ready to face whatever comes our way. We return to the cabin, the warmth welcoming us. We spend the rest of the day inside, talking, laughing, making love. The intimacy we share is a balm to my soul, a reminder of how far I've come. As the sun sets, casting a golden glow over the snow-covered landscape, I feel a sense of peace. The storm has passed, and I've emerged stronger, more resilient. I've found love in the midst of chaos, hope in the face of despair. This journey has been long, filled with pain and heartache, but it's led me to something beautiful. Emily is my future, my anchor. Together, we'll face whatever challenges come our way. As we sit by the fire, Emily nestled in my arms, I reflect on the lessons I've learned. The importance of trust, the strength to fight for what's right, the power of love to heal and transform. This is my story, my journey, and it's only just beginning. The finality of the divorce brings a strange mix of relief and sorrow. I sit in my empty house, the silence pressing down on me. It's done. Lisa is out of my life, legally and emotionally. I need to move forward. I need to rebuild. Emily is my rock during this time. Her support is unwavering, her presence a constant source of comfort. We spend more time together, planning our future. It's a bright spot in the midst of the turmoil. One night over dinner, we talk about moving in together. "Are you sure you're ready for this?" Emily asks, her eyes searching mine. "I am," I reply, reaching for her hand. "I want to start fresh. With you." She smiles, a warmth spreading across her face. "Then let's do it." We begin the process of merging our lives. It's a whirlwind of packing, moving, and adjusting. But it feels right. The house that once felt empty now buzzes with life and love. We decorate it together, making it our own. It becomes a sanctuary, a place of healing and new beginnings. One evening, as we sit on the couch, Emily leans into me. "David, I've been thinking about us, about our future." I turn to her, curious. "What about it?" "I want us to build a life together, to dream big, maybe even start a family someday." Her words fill me with hope. I want that too, Emily, more than anything. We seal our promises with a kiss, our connection deepening. That night, our lovemaking is tender and passionate, a blend of love and desire that leaves us breathless. The bond we share grows stronger, a testament to the resilience of the human spirit. Days turn into weeks, and we settle into a comfortable routine. Work is still demanding, but the shadow of Jake's harassment no longer looms over me. I can focus on my job, knowing I have Emily's support. Our relationship flourishes, each day bringing us closer. But life isn't without its challenges. The legal battles have consequences. The stress takes its toll on me, and there are days when the weight of it all feels unbearable. Emily notices my struggle, her concern evident. "David, you're carrying too much on your shoulders," she says one evening, her hand gently squeezing mine. "Let me help." I nod, grateful for her presence. "Thank you, Emily. I don't know what I'd do without you." "You don't have to do it alone," she assures me. "We're in this together." Her words are a balm to my weary soul. With her by my side, I feel a renewed sense of strength. We tackle the challenges together, finding solace in each other's company. The aftermath of the trial also brings changes at work. Mr. Wilson, recognizing my dedication and resilience, offers me a promotion. It's a significant step up, a chance to lead a new project. I accept, eager to prove myself and build a brighter future. With the promotion comes increased responsibility, but also a sense of accomplishment. I throw myself into the work, determined to make the most of this opportunity. Emily's support remains unwavering, her belief in me a constant source of motivation. One evening after a particularly long day, I return home to find Emily waiting with a surprise. She's prepared a candlelit dinner, the table set with our favorite dishes. The sight brings a smile to my face, the stress of the day melting away. "What's all this?" I ask, pulling her into a hug. "I wanted to do something special for you," she says, her eyes sparkling. "You've been working so hard, and I'm so proud of you." "Thank you, Emily. This is perfect." We enjoy the meal, the conversation flowing easily. As the night progresses, the atmosphere becomes more intimate. We move to the living room, the soft glow of the candles casting a warm light. We sit close, our hands intertwined. "David," Emily whispers, her voice filled with emotion. "I love you more than words can say. I can't imagine my life without you." "I love you too, Emily," I reply, my heart swelling with emotion. "You've brought so much joy and love into my life. I'm grateful for every moment with you." We kiss, the passion between us igniting. The night unfolds in a symphony of love and desire, our connection deepening with each touch, each whispered word. The eroticism of our intimacy is heightened by the deep emotional bond we share, making every moment more profound. As we lie together afterward, the room filled with the soft sounds of our breathing, I reflect on how far I've come. The pain and betrayal of the past feel distant, replaced by the warmth and love of the present. Emily is my future, my anchor in the storm. The next few months are a blur of activity and growth. The project at work takes off, and I pour my energy into making it a success. Emily and I continue to build our life together, planning trips, dreaming of the future. The sense of stability and love we've created is a source of constant joy, but the scars of the past don't disappear overnight. There are moments when the memories of Lisa's betrayal creep in, threatening to overshadow the happiness I've found. During these times, Emily's support is invaluable. She listens, comforts, and helps me navigate the lingering pain. One evening, we're sitting on the porch, watching the sunset. The sky is painted with hues of orange and pink, the air cool and crisp. Emily rests her head on my shoulder, her presence a soothing balm. "David, you've come so far," she says softly. "I'm so proud of you." "Thank you, Emily. I couldn't have done it without you." "You're stronger than you know," she replies, her voice filled with love. "And together we can face anything." Her words fill me with a renewed sense of hope. The future is bright, full of possibilities. We have plans, dreams, a life to build together. The past may have shaped me, but it doesn't define me. I'm stronger, more resilient, ready to face whatever comes our way. As we sit there, the stars beginning to twinkle above, I realize how lucky I am. I've found love in the midst of chaos, hope in the face of despair. Emily is my future, my anchor. Together, we'll face whatever challenges come our way. The journey ahead isn't always clear, but I know I'm not alone. Emily is by my side, and together we can build a life filled with love and happiness. This is my new beginning, my chance to create something beautiful. As the months pass, our relationship continues to flourish. We grow closer, our bond deepening with each passing day. The love we share is a beacon, guiding us through the challenges and joys of life. One evening, as we're sitting by the fire, Emily turns to me with a smile. "David, I have a surprise for you." "Oh, what is it?" I ask, curious. She hands me a small box, her eyes shining with excitement. "Open it." I do, revealing a set of keys. I look at her, puzzled. "What are these for?" "They're for our new cabin," she says, her smile widening. "I bought it for us. A place to escape, to create new memories." I'm speechless, overwhelmed with emotion. "Emily, this is incredible. Thank you." She leans in, her lips brushing mine. "I love you, David, and I can't wait to build a future with you." Tears fill my eyes as I kiss her, the love between us palpable. This is my life now, filled with love, hope, and endless possibilities. The storm has passed, and I've emerged stronger, more resilient. Emily is my future, my anchor in the storm. As we sit by the fire, the warmth wrapping around us, I reflect on the journey that brought me here. The pain, the betrayal, the fight for justice. It's shaped me, made me stronger. I've learned to trust again, to open my heart. Emily's love is a beacon, guiding me through the darkness. The road ahead is filled with promise. Together we'll face whatever challenges come our way, building a life filled with love and happiness. This is my story, my journey, and it's only just beginning. The crisp morning air bites my face as I step out onto the porch, coffee in hand. The new cabin is everything Emily promised. Serene, secluded, a sanctuary. I sip my coffee, taking in the peaceful surroundings. This place is our haven, a retreat from the chaos that once defined my life. Emily joins me, wrapping her arms around my waist. "Good morning," she murmurs, her voice soft and warm. "Morning," I reply, turning to kiss her. "This place is perfect." She smiles, a contented look in her eyes. "I'm glad you think so. I wanted it to be special for us." We spend the morning exploring the nearby trails, the crunch of leaves underfoot, the air filled with the scent of pine. It's a world away from the stress and tension of the past months. Here we can breathe, relax, and reconnect. As the day wears on, we return to the cabin, our cheeks flushed from the cold. Emily prepares lunch while I start a fire, the crackling flames bringing warmth to the room. We eat together, the simple pleasure of each other's company, contentment. After lunch, we sit by fire. Emily nestled in my arms. She looks up at me, her expression serious. "David, there's something I've been wanting to talk to you about, and I feel a twinge of anxiety." What is it?" She takes a deep breath. "I've been thinking a lot about us, about our future. I want to start a family." A mix of excitement and fear. A family, yes, she says, her eyes searching my own. "I love something lump in my throat. One then to Emily, more than anything. Sealing our promise. The prospect of starting a family fills me with a renewed sense of purpose. It's a future I within reach. The following weeks are a blur of activity. We make plans to talk about our dreams and begin to prepare for this new chapter in our lives. And the joy and the excitement are palpable. A stark contrast overshadowed my days. But life has a way of throwing curveballs. The divorce settlement claiming she wasn't a word. Anger and restoration situation surged back, threatening to overwhelm the senses my turmoil. David, what's wrong? I explained the situation, my voice tight with anger. She's trying to drag me back into this mess. I thought it was over. Yeah, Emily's eyes an arrow. We won't let her win. We'll fight this together. Her words give me strength. I know she's right, and I can't let Lisa for the legal battle, gathering evidence and strengthening our case. The tension mounts, but Emily's support is unwavering. The day of the court hearing arrives, and we walk into the courtroom hand in hand. Lisa is there, her demeanor defiant. Her lawyer makes a case for coercion, painting me as a manipulative, controlling husband. I feel the familiar surge of anger but force myself to stay calm. My lawyer presents our evidence, highlighting Lisa's infidelity and the initial settlement terms she agreed to. The courtroom is tense, the air thick with anticipation. Emily's presence beside me is a constant source of strength. The judge deliberates, the minutes dragging on. Finally, he speaks. Based on the evidence presented, I find no grounds for coercion. The original settlement stands. Relief floods over me. It's over. Truly over this time. Lisa's face crumples, but I feel no sympathy. I turn to Emily, her smile a beacon of hope. We leave the courtroom, the weight lifting from my shoulders. It's finally over, I say, my voice filled with emotion. Emily nods, squeezing my hand. Now we can focus on our future. That evening, we celebrate at home. The relief and joy are palpable, the bond between us stronger than ever. We talk about our plans, our dreams, the life we want to build together. The darkness of the past feels like a distant memory, replaced by the warmth and light of our love. As the night deepens, our conversation turns more intimate. Emily's touch ignites a fire within me, the passion between us undeniable. We move to the bedroom, our movements slow and deliberate, savoring every moment. The connection between us is electric, a blend of love and desire that leaves us breathless. Afterward, we lie together, the room filled with the soft sounds of our breathing. I hold Emily close, feeling a sense of peace and contentment. Thank you for standing by me, I whisper. I'll always stand by you, David, she replies, her voice filled with love. The days that follow are a testament to the strength of our relationship. We continue to build our life together, each day bringing us closer. The trials of the past have made us stronger, more resilient. We face the future with hope and determination, knowing that together we can overcome anything. One morning as we sit on the porch, sipping our coffee, Emily turns to me with a smile. David, I have some news. What is it? I ask, curiosity piqued. She takes my hand, her eyes sparkling. I'm pregnant. The words take a moment to sink in. When they do, a wave of joy and excitement washes over me. We're going to have a baby? Yes, she says, her smile widening. We're going to have a baby. I pull her into a hug, feeling a surge of love and happiness. This is the future we've dreamed of, the life we've worked so hard to build. The journey has been long and difficult, but it's led us to this moment, this new beginning. As the months pass, we prepare for the arrival of our child. We decorate the nursery, attend prenatal classes, and share our hopes and dreams for the future. The anticipation and excitement are palpable, a constant source of joy. The day finally arrives and we welcome our baby into the world. Holding our child for the first time, I'm overwhelmed with emotion. This is the culmination of our journey, the reward for our perseverance and love. We name our child Hope, a symbol of the future we built together. As I hold Hope in my arms, I reflect on the path that brought us here. The pain and betrayal, the fight for justice, the love and the strength that carried us through. Emily and I stand together, our family complete. The challenges of the past have made us stronger, more resilient. We face the future with hope and determination, knowing that together we can overcome anything. This is our story, our journey, and it's only just beginning. The future is bright, filled with endless possibilities. We have love, hope, and each other. And with that, we can face whatever comes our way. As the sun sets, casting a warm glow over our home, I feel a deep sense of peace and contentment. This is my life now, filled with love and happiness. The storm has passed, and I've emerged stronger, more resilient. Emily is my future, my anchor. Together, we'll face whatever challenges come our way, building a life filled with love and joy. And so, as we stand on the porch, watching the stars begin to twinkle above, I know that this is just the beginning. Our journey is far from over, but with Emily and Hope by my side, I'm ready for whatever comes next. This is our story, our journey, and it's only just beginning. The sun rises, casting a golden glow over our cabin. I stand by the window, watching the world wake up. Hope stirs in her crib, and Emily smiles at me from the bed. Life feels perfect in this moment. As I cradle Hope in my arms, I reflect on the journey that brought us here. The pain and betrayal seem distant now, overshadowed by the love and joy that fill our days. We've built something beautiful out of the wreckage. Emily joins me, wrapping her arms around us. "Morning," she whispers, her breath warm against my neck. "Morning," I reply, kissing her softly. "I was just thinking about how far we've come." She nods, her eyes filled with love. "We've been through a lot, but it's made us stronger. I wouldn't change a thing." I smile, feeling a swell of gratitude. We've faced our share of trials, but we've emerged on the other side, resilient and hopeful. Our future is bright, filled with endless possibilities. The days pass in a blissful routine. We savor every moment with hope, watching her grow and change. Her laughter fills our home, a constant reminder of the joy we found. Emily and I continue to nurture our relationship, finding new depths of love and connection. One evening after putting Hope to bed, Emily and I sit by the fire. The warmth wraps around us as we share a bottle of wine, the conversation flowing easily. "David, do you ever think about the future?" Emily asks, her eyes reflecting the flickering flames. "Every day," I reply, taking her hand. "I think about our dreams, our plans. I'm excited for what's to come." She smiles, a look of contentment on her face. "I am too. I want to keep building this life with you, to see where our journey takes us." We kiss, the passion between us undiminished. Our love has only grown stronger, a testament to our resilience and commitment. We move to the bedroom, our movements slow and deliberate, savoring each touch. The intimacy we share is profound, a blend of love and desire that leaves us breathless. Afterward, we lie together, the room filled with the soft sounds of our breathing. I hold Emily close, feeling a sense of peace and contentment. "I love you," I whisper, my voice filled with emotion. "I love you too, David," she replies, her voice soft and tender. As we drift off to sleep, I think about the journey that lies ahead. The future is uncertain, but I know we'll face it together, with love and determination. The next morning, we wake to the sound of Hope's laughter. Her joy is infectious, filling our home with warmth and light. We spend the day playing, exploring the woods around our cabin, and sharing meals together. The simple pleasures of life bring us closer, each moment a precious memory. One evening, as we sit on the porch, watching the stars twinkle above, Emily turns to me with a serious expression. "David, there's something I need to tell you." My heart skips a beat. "What is it?" She takes a deep breath, her eyes filled with love. "I'm pregnant." The words take a moment to sink in. When they do, a wave of joy and excitement washes over me. "We're going to have another baby?" "Yes," she says, her smile widening. "We're going to have another baby." I pull her into a hug, feeling a surge of love and happiness. This is the future we've dreamed of, the life we've worked so hard to build. The journey has been long and difficult, but it's led us to this moment, this new beginning. As the months pass, we prepare for the arrival of our second child. We decorate the nursery, attend prenatal classes, and share our hopes and dreams for the future. The anticipation and excitement are palpable, a constant source of joy. The day finally arrives, and we welcome our second child into the world. Holding our new baby for the first time, I'm overwhelmed with emotion. This is the culmination of our journey, the reward for our perseverance and love. We name our child Joy, a symbol of the happiness we found. As I hold Joy in my arms, I reflect on the path that brought us here. The pain and betrayal, the fight for justice, the love and strength that carried us through. Emily and I stand together, our family complete. The challenges of the past have made us stronger, more resilient. We face the future with hope and determination, knowing that together we can overcome anything. This is our story, our journey, and it's only just beginning. The future is bright, filled with endless possibilities. We have love, hope, and each other. And with that, we can face whatever comes our way. As the sun sets, casting a warm glow over our home, I feel a deep sense of peace and contentment. This is my life now, filled with love and happiness. The storm has passed, and I've emerged stronger, more resilient. Emily is my future, my anchor. Together, we'll face whatever challenges come our way, building a life filled with love and joy. And so, as we stand on the porch, watching the stars begin to twinkle above, I know that this is just the beginning. Our journey is far from over, but with Emily, hope, and joy by my side, I'm ready for whatever comes next. This is our story, our journey, and it's only just beginning.